We all know that Albert Einstein was the greatest and most influential scientist of all time. He was a genius, and his brain can work more than 1,000 scientists. He is best known for his groundbreaking theory of relativity, which reshaped our understanding of space, time, and gravity. Einstein's equation E is equals to mc squared, which arises from relativity theory, has been called the world's most famous equation, representing the equivalence of mass and energy. His work earned him the Nobel Prize in the year 1921 for his services to theoretical physics, and especially for his discovery of the law of the photoelectric effect. Einstein's contributions to science made him an iconic figure, but on 18 April 1955, at the age of 76 years, he passed away at the Princeton Hospital. Dr. Thomas Harvey came to perform the autopsy of Einstein's body, and during the autopsy, he stole the Einstein's brain secretly. It's important to note that, in Harvey's time, the act of taking body parts was viewed differently, and the ethical questions of handling biological material were not as refined as they are today. Einstein had requested cremation of his body after his death, and the scattering of his ashes in a private location, but there was no written evidence that he wanted his brain used for scientific purposes. But Harvey preserved the brain for scientific research with the permission of Hans Albert, who was son of Albert Einstein. Harvey intended to have a group of neuroanatomists to review the brain and write a research paper on it, but he made a crucial error by sectioning the brain into 21 parts before it could be studied in its entirety. This prevented a comprehensive analysis of the cortex and its intricate connections via axons to the rest of the brain. While some anatomical knowledge about the brain cortex had been described by the Canadian neurosurgeon Dr. Wilder Penfield, who studied the brains of awake volunteers, Harvey believed that the key to understanding the brain lay in microscopic anatomy rather than the intact brain. However, with the brain disconnected from its neural connections, it was essentially useless for meaningful research. By the end of 1955, Harvey possessed hundreds of microscopic slides, preserved brain pieces, and photos. He tried to convince some notable scientists to review the material, but the handling of the brain became notorious in both the scientific and non-scientific communities. Harvey soon lost his job at the Princeton Hospital and took the brain to Philadelphia, where it was carved into 240 pieces and preserved in celloidin. But after some time, when his wife threatened to dispose of it, he moved it to a beer cooler in a cider jar. Harvey faced licensure issues and a divorce just because of that brain. It should be emphasized that Thomas Harvey was not a brain specialist. His understanding of the brain did not extend beyond the postmortem, which is to say that he had neither the means nor the expertise to undertake the study he had proposed to Einstein's son. Harvey died at the age of 94 in year 2007, and he never published a scientific paper of significant relevance. But in year 2012, Dr. Frederick Lepore, along with co-author Dean Falk, published a landmark study on Einstein's brain. They analyzed photos and microscopic sections and concluded that Einstein's brain had unique features, particularly in the prefrontal cortex, which might have correlated with his extraordinary cognitive abilities. The story of Einstein's brain is a fascinating journey through the evolving understanding of neuroscience, ethical considerations surrounding biological material, and the persistent quest to unravel the secrets of genius. It's a tale that reminds us of the ever-evolving nature of science and the mysteries that continue to challenge our understanding of the human brain and intellect. Today the brain is kept in Mutter Museum located in Pennsylvania, with great care on microscopic slides. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey. We hope you've gained a deeper understanding of the remarkable organ that powered one of the greatest minds in history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow science enthusiasts. Stay curious, keep exploring, and never stop learning.